Johannes NABER. I brought to Busan my third movie. It's called Heart of Stone. It's a fantasy movie about a poor guy living in the Black Forest and replacing his heart by a stone to get rich and getting the girl that he wants. And then discovers that without a stone, without a real heart, he cannot love anymore. So he wants his heart back. That's the story. It's a fantastic, epic movie that I worked for the last 2 years on, and I'm very proud to present it here.
Pass auf! Runter!
Wenn der Holzfäller kommt, geht der Köder zur Seite!
Hat er dich angefasst?
Nein, Vater hat nichts getan.
Er ist ein kühler Junge. Erzähl mir doch noch mal vom Glasmännchen.
Es lebt in den Bergen, bei einer riesigen Tanne und kann Wünsche erfüllen.
Glasmännchen?
Was wünschst du dir denn?
Willst du reich sein wie wir, damit du um die Hand der Tanzkönigin anhalten kannst? Magst du was? Die Ferkel fressen nicht am Metzgertisch.
Ich brauch Geld. Da ist ein Mann im Wald.
Das Glasmännchen.
Nein.
Hast du dich verlaufen? Ich kann dir helfen. Manche nennen mich Holländer mich.
Das geht.
Das geht sehr gut.
Köhler! Dein Meiler brennt!
Warum helft ihr ihm nicht?
Was machst du hier? Mit dem?
Ich kann dich nicht heiraten, Peter. Der Holländer Michel hat sein Herz! Peter?
Glaubst du wirklich, dass er zurückkommt?
Natürlich.
Holländer Michel. Ich will mein Herz zurück.
The story is based on an old German fairy tale, and it's one of my favorite fairy tales because it's about greed and about what greed brings in the world, bad things, and it's about the trying to get rich and having money and what it means to the world. And it has this strong picture of a heart being replaced by a stone, literally. And this is a very archaic picture. And the second thing is that for me it was like a boyhood dream to do a fantastic movie. The movies I did before, they've been set in now and here. And for me, it was like a childhood dream to tell a fantastic story. Yeah, actually, I've been here in 2011 with my first feature film, The Albanian, which has been invited here. It was a great experience, and I'm very glad to come back and that I've been re-invited to the festival. I like very much Busan. In fact, it was like that I set up a wish list of the actors that I wanted to have if I can choose freely. And what turned out is that they all said, yes, I want to do it. It was really like in a lottery. In my opinion, I have the best actors that you can find in Germany for that, and also very famous ones. And for me, it was a big gift that they all said, yes, we want to do that movie. It's not so common in Germany to do this kind of fantastic genre movie. That's very seldomly made, and so everybody had everybody wanted to do this. Yeah, that's right. We have a lot of visual effects in the movie. I didn't want so many visual effects in the movie. I'd like to do the things in camera. But if you're trying to build a fantastic world like that, it's clear that you need to do some visual effects. And so we planned them carefully, and it was a lot. Especially we have a very important character in the movie. It's a little bird. that appears in the end of the story. And I really wanted to shoot with a real bird. And we planned how can we do it with a green screen and then insert it and stuff. And the guys from the visual company, they convinced me to do it in 3D, to animate it. And actually, in the beginning, I was very shy to do that because I don't trust animation so much. As I told you, I try to do things in camera, you know, to bring all the things to happen in front of the camera, so everybody knows what's happening, actors can react. But in this case, actually, it worked out quite well because the people I worked with were very, very good, and I'm very happy, actually, that I had so competent partners with that. Actually, when I tried, when I read the press some days before I went here, actually, I read about the typhoon that was striking the coast, and I really was shocked a little bit because I thought, wow, what happened here? Turned out that actually it was not such a big catastrophe, but anyway, it made me think. The original story of Heart of Stone is about what greed does with the people, but our aspect on the movie, on the story, was also what greed does with the nature. If the humans empower themselves above nature and find all the technical means to rule the world, how do they deal with the responsibility that they have with that? And this is a topic of the movie, and actually, therefore, it's very, very actual movie for the situation here, because all these catastrophes that happen in nature are man-made.